prophesied, man. We got edified out of the different members of the church, man. Through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Alright, is there more to that? Alright,
no, it's not anymore.
Alright, get Ephesians 2 and 20. If you got something, bro, you can bring it out.
Ephesians chapter 2, verse 20. And are built upon the foundation of the apostles. I started at 19. Now therefore ye are no more strangers and foreigners, but fellow citizens with the saints.
Because Yahweh Shai gave his life, man. And that was to reconcile us back to the Most High. Alright, make a long story short. Go ahead.
And of the household of the Most High.
What's the household of the Most High? The body of Yahweh Shai. Go ahead. Which is the elect, which is called the first fruit under Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
That church.
That church, yep. That government, that body. Go ahead.
And oh yeah, if I say this, what they call it, the tabernacle of David.
Yep.
So yeah.
That's the tabernacle of David is the church of the Most High. It's the same thing. The elect are the tabernacle of David. The tabernacle of David is the church of the Most High. Go ahead.
Verse 20. And are built upon the foundation of the apostles and prophets, Yahweh Shai himself being the chief cornerstone.
So we're that spiritual house, and Yahweh Shai is the chief cornerstone, man. Alright? Now, with that, let's go into the order. 1 Corinthians 14, verse 29.
1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 29. Let the prophets speak 2 or 3, and let the other judge.
Yep. So that goes that position again. You got 2, 3 brothers prophesizing. You got one brother judging. Make sure everything's going according. But guess what? You got brothers with other positions as well, holding signs. You know, or some brothers holding posts, just being circumspect, because we are like a military. Go ahead.
If anything be revealed to another that sitteth by, let the first hold his peace.
Why does it say let the first hold his peace? Hold his peace. 1 Thessalonians 5 and 19.
1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 19. Quench not the spirit.
Yep. Quench not the spirit. So with that, gets the rock 4 and 23. See, it's a time to bring out the scriptures, man, and it's a time to hold your tongue. But the Most High, or Yahweh Shai, when it comes to prophesizing, doesn't just deal with one brother, man. The spirit hops on different brothers, man. Go ahead.
It's 4 and 3.
4 and 23. Sirach
23. Sirach chapter 4, verse 23. And refrain not to speak when there is occasion to do good.
See?
And hide not thy wisdom in her beauty.
Hide not thy wisdom in her beauty. It's a time to bring out the scriptures in its potency, man. And that's where a lot of brothers, they got to exercise that. When to bring out wisdom in its excellency. Get Proverbs 25 and 11 for me. Hide not thy wisdom in her beauty, man.
Yeah, don't bring out blood sacrifice while we talking about, while we talking about nuclear destruction.
Right. Go ahead.
25:19.
25 and 11.
25. Proverbs chapter 25, verse 11. A word fitly spoken is like apples of gold in pictures of silver.
What does it mean when it says a word fitly spoken? A word spoken in perfect time when we teach it, man. That wisdom, that scripture that you need to bring out in its excellence in due time. Because the word season, like wisdom brought out in due season, means time. Some brothers, they get ooh spirit. I got the scripture. I got the scripture. And everything just, they zero in on that scripture. They forget the brothers teaching, and they want to force everything. Sirach 4 and 26.
Sirach chapter 4, verse 26. Be not ashamed to confess thy sins, and force not the course of the river.
Force not the course of the river. And what's that river? In this case, it's talking about what we teach, the scriptures. And the proof on that, Sirach 21 and 13.
Sirach chapter 21, verse 13.
Keep in mind, this is all we're prophesizing, all we're teaching. Go ahead.
The knowledge of a wise man shall abound like a flood.
There goes that river.
Go ahead. And his counsel is like a pure fountain of life.
Yo, then it said understanding is a wellspring of life. So to force not the course of the river, when the spirit is on, brothers, Don't try to shift the direction of the way the spirit is going, man. You have to access your scriptures. Okay, I got a scripture, but is it wise to bring it out now? Or why should I just hold it down for now and just listen? Sometimes it's good to bring out. That's why I said quench out the spirit, because you don't want to withhold the scripture and it's time to bring it out. But then you don't want to get so impulsive that you want to force out a scripture that's not even relevant, man. Or it might be relevant, but it's just not due time to bring out that precept.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with the topic that's going on.
Yeah. And sometimes, even if it does, the spirit, it works in different directions. It might not just be time for you to bring out that precept, man. Don't get mad because you didn't get to bring out the precept. You know, another brother gonna bring out the precept, man.
If I bring out Leviticus 13 about Esau being leprous right now, what the hell has that got to do with this brother's lesson? You know?
Yeah. And yep. What scripture did I say bring out? Okay, Sirach 21:13. All right, and with that, get Sirach 20 and 19. And we bring out a lot of scriptures in Sirach. And man, this brother was talking last week. You could live your life on Sirach, man.
Mm-hmm.
The book's so heavy, man. You could just bring out life lessons on Sirach, man. That's why I got a lot of precepts on it. Go ahead.
You said 20:19?
Yeah.
Sirach chapter 20, verse 19. An unseasonable tale will always be in the mouth of the unwise.
Yep. You got to be wise enough to know when to bring out the scriptures in this potency, man. Go ahead.
A wise sentence shall be rejected when it cometh out of a fool's mouth.
Yeah.
For he will not speak it in due season.
You gotta, that's why I said let your words be seasoned with salt. You gotta speak it to where a kindergartner can get it, but you gotta be smooth, man. You gotta force out the course of the river, man. That's a youthful trait. So you had that, ooh, I want to bring out this precept, and then get mad when you couldn't bring it out, or you couldn't bring out the right scripture. You got it?
Yeah.
All right.
2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 2. Preach the word. Be instant in season, out of season. Reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine.
Yep.
So, you know, in season and out of season just don't deal with the weather. It deals with everything, man.
How you feel?
Yep, your daily life, how you feel, and all that. And what this brother's talking about. Be in season, out of season, man. Don't just come in there talking about, like I said before, we talking about nuclear destruction and the death of Esau, then you start talking about blood sacrifice in the music industry about Lil Wayne. Or you start talking about some, don't eat pork. You know, you got to go with the spirit, man.
It says discernment, you know. Part of having discernment is to know when to bring it out, man.
Mm-hmm.
And the major part that goes along with that is experience, man.
Yep.
You know, because when you first come, you know, a lot of younger minded brothers, they feel like that every point that they think of is always a valid and on point.
Yeah.
But that's really not the case as you grow, you know what I'm saying, through the spirit. You know, because the whole operation is spiritual.
Yeah.
You know?
And we're not prophesizing. This shit how was shot prophesizing through the prophets. It's the Most High prophesizing through the prophets.
And really, the newer, younger brothers that coming in, y'all don't really even need to be trying to speak. Especially if you have people over you, teaching. You don't need to be trying to speak. You need to just be trying to listen the whole time. If you have a precept, fine. Let them know you want to bring it out. But really, your main thing is to be listening so you can get a clear understanding of everything that's going on, a clear understanding of the scriptures and the prophecies. Because that'd be a problem with a whole bunch of young guys, man. They feel like, they deep, It's so new to them. They feel like they just so deep.
So profound.
Right.
And I don't realize that we all went through that, man. Hindsight, you realize how youthful you are. And we're still prudent enough to know that we're babes, like, compared to the elders, man.
Right. The reason why it's so deep is because
It's new to you.
yeah, it's new. You was back in the world. You was thinking the same as a 2/3 back then, man. Shit, what's deep to when you knew in the truth, the law's deep, finding out what type of animals you can eat, or the fact if the Gentiles were Israelites, or the fact of who the Lord came for.
Or leaking up certain precepts.
Yeah, that's deep to you. But when you get in the depths of Daniel, Revelation 13, well, actually the whole book of Revelation, Genesis,
Yeah.
finding out that the Lord was black was deep to somebody who knew the truth, you know?
In Genesis 5, Adam was not just one man. It was
Right. Oh, yeah. Oh, you know? So, basically, those newer guys, they just need to sit back, listen, and just soak it up and enjoy that sincere milk and live that by.
Yep. Got anything else? Proverbs 16 and 32. Because basically, it's about controlling your spirit, man. And that goes into, being like a 2/3. It says turn away all malice. But also you gotta watch over your spirit when you're prophesizing, man. Gotta rule over your spirit. Control those impulses that spurs you up. Go ahead.
16 and what?
32.
Proverbs chapter 16, verse 32. He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty.
Yep.
And he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh a city.
And the reason why he that's slow to anger is better than the mighty, because it's reason. When a man has reason and rationale, or basically reason, he thinks his way through a situation, as opposed to someone that just acts off or reacts. All right, acts off their impulse. But it said he that controls his spirit, man. And that's what you gotta do. You gotta know how to control your spirit in different situations. And that the desire to interrupt the spirit when we teach it, that's off, man. But that's something you have to control. And the precept there is Proverbs 25 and 28, if you want to get it. And you get
Proverbs.
go ahead and get it. You get James 5 and 19 out of he gets that, and we'll get it wrapped up.
Proverbs chapter 25, verse 28. He that hath no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls.
Yeah, you gotta know how to rule your own spirit, and that scripture is layered, man. Slow to anger, slow to wrath, but also basically in a nutshell, controlling those urges. All right, and like I said, controlling that impulse when it's time to teach, man. Force not the course of the river. All right, bring it out.
Proverbs 16 and 32. He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh the city.
And that's the spirit we got though. All right, get James 5 and 19, because this is how a lot of newer brothers grow in the truth, man. Your ears. Go ahead.
James chapter 5, verse 19. Brethren, if any of you do err from the truth, and one convert him, let him know that he which converteth the sinner from the error of his way shall save a soul from death, and shall hide a multitude of sins.
What's the scripture where it said be swift to hear? Is that 1 and 19? James. I must have wrote down the wrong one.
That's 19. Let every man be swift to hear.
Yeah,
That's 1 and 19.
1 and 19. All right, I said 5.
I got it.
You got the one where it says like that, like this. All right,
I got it. Thou love you, thou shalt receive understanding.
get that one done, and you can get James.
Which one you wanted first?
Yours.
Sirach chapter 6, verse 32. My son, if thou wilt, thou shalt be taught, and if thou wilt apply thy mind, thou shalt be prudent.
And that word apply, that term apply your mind, that's deep. Because you have to apply yourself. You have to assert yourself in this truth. Be diligent. Go ahead.
If thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding.
Yeah, a lot of brothers, they're a motor mouth, man. You can't grow and be a motor mouth. If you one of the brothers, every time an elder start talking, you need to get in a listen mode, man. Go ahead.
And if thou bow thine ear, thou shalt be wise.
Yep.
Stand in the multitude of the elders, and cleave unto him that is wise.
Yep.
Be willing to hear every godly discourse, and let not the parables of understanding escape thee.
There's a GMS, the videos they